It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Colts and the Texans coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Rodgers on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
And when you start with listing a guy's accomplishments like Matt Ryan's, all these years in the league, near the top of the league in completions and percentage, touchdowns each and every year, has won an MVP, taken his team to the Super Bowl. You're talking about a guy who might be finished, but he still has gas left in the tank. Big right arm, great leader, the face of his franchise.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Ryan. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
2nd and 20.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead.
Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Now it's the former Badger Dare Ogunbowale, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back near his goal line. Here's Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Mills now.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it, and they scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A handoff here to Ogunbowale. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On the delay, here's Hines. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Shut him down! Shut him down! Let's do this!
Here's Hogan Bawale. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st down, Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mills on 1st down. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, Mills. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. A run with Ogunbowale. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Play fake. Mills. And that is incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short.
I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys can make someone miss in the open field. That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing again, Ryan. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan will throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the
time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. Blankenship's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
The two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going as they take over here with 11 seconds. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but here's we are back underway in the second half. Here's Smith to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's pretty much mean, doesn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a run with Mack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run it. It's Ogunbowale. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield, 25 before going out.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Mills now going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
Mills to throw it. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Grover Stewart, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points to go out and get that victory.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And here's Rodgers to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they didn't put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily done.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Throwing, Mills. This will be caught by Brown. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they got to go thank the guys on D.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Mare afternoon continues. It'll loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it's a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Texans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mills. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again,
and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Andy Janovich. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Texans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. And they forced that fumble the last time, and when it happens on a previous drive, you kind of get thirsty for it to happen again.
No doubt about it, because the person who created the turnover or the takeaway, he's getting the gold star. He's going to be the one we look at in film session and go, way to go. Everybody wants that praise from the coach. That means the next time out, that you want it to be you.
Do they still hand out gold stars?
You know, amazingly enough, it's the simple things in life that motivate these guys.
A sticker, just a little.
It's a little helmet sticker in college.
Yeah, put it on your fridge.
NFL, put a little gold sticker on their scouting sheet. Things like that. They love that stuff.
Makes them feel good. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ryan. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan. Catch made here by Campbell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Now Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox there to make the grab. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here is Mills and the Texans. Down 17-13, less than 90 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
4th down, Mills. He's going to let it fly. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rodney McLeod. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he gets this one down to the 24. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.